Alright, I've just logged back in and we're going to go through media modules now. But before we get started, I need to find that page that we've been working on because I logged out of the system and did some other things and now I'm back, and that'll happen to you too. And you'll notice down here that we have our page that we set up for this training called Commerce Training. And I'm going to go ahead and choose that from the left side. And now at the bottom I can go ahead and choose Edit Page. And hopefully it'll come up here soon. There we go. And now we're back to where we were working before. And one of the things that we need to do is finish out putting the banner advertisement at the bottom that we talked about in an earlier training, and is the reason that we actually added this bottom column, bottom horizontal column to the layout. So we're going to go ahead and choose image, and I'm going to grab that, I'm going to drag it down here, and I'm going to go to my files on my computer to find the image that I would like to put up here. And I'm going to go to our graphics server, and let's see, go in here to T for training, find the training file, there we go, and we'll go to the Snap Pages file, and there's a banner. So we're going to go ahead and double click on that and bring it in. And you can see now that we have a beautiful sponsor banner at the bottom of this page. And I have a habit of always going to the frame button at the bottom, if you notice here, and I click on the rounded corners, and that rounds the corners of the image. I think it makes it look a little bit better. You can also link this. So let's just go ahead and click a link in here. And we don't want this image to take them away from our website, so we're going to tell it to open link in a new window, and we're going to put in http www.plumusbank, locally owned bank in our area. We're going to go ahead and click link updated. That tells us that the link is now connected to that image. And as good practice, as you're working on your pages, I highly recommend that you click save and continue every once in a while. And because when you're working on the internet, you never know when you might lose a connection or something. And if you do lose a connection and you go to save, it won't save because this is a web-based application. So you want to pay attention to that saving of the file. Now, the other parts of the media module area, which is over here, is you can bring in an image, which we just did. You can bring in a video. So how do you bring in a video? Well, let's say that we want to bring in a video from YouTube. So what you do is you just drag this in. You could put it anywhere. I'll just put it there. And when you go to YouTube and find a video and you click share, you will see that it provides you with embedded code. There's two ways to share. One is with, obviously there's more than two, but typically there's a link there, and you can grab the link, and then when you use the link it'll open that video. Or there is embedded code, and when you choose the embedded code and you put it in here, and you want to pay attention, like in YouTube there's an option for the size. Like for instance, if you know that this page is roughly 1,000 pixels wide, so just keep that in mind. So if you have 3 columns, then maybe just a rule of thumb is 300, 300, 300 is 900, maybe 3 1/4, 3 1/4, and 3 1/4. So when you're in YouTube, if you're going to be putting that module here, and I'll just drag it over there to show you again, then you want to make sure that when you're in YouTube, you'll tell it to generate the embedded code for something that's 325 wide. Then it'll fit really nicely. If you're putting it at the bottom here, then you'd want to use our largest setting, which is around 1000, which would take up this whole page here. So you just paste that code in here, and it makes for a really beautiful presentation of your video. Also, slideshow. If you have pictures in your album, then you can drag slideshow over, and then it will ask you to choose a slideshow, and you can see that we have not set up any pictures and albums yet. Otherwise, all of your different albums would be listed here, and you just choose one. And then in media, you have the album links, the 3D gallery, and the photo grid, all generating off of the photo editor, which we'll go through in a later video.